This video is dedicated to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day! Welcome to Versatile Fun Designs, and today I have the Lotus Flowers set number 40647 with 220 pieces. Here's a look at the back of the box, and as usual I'll be building it without the instructions. So in this small box we got 3 numbered bags, 1, 2, and 3. We got these instructions that I will not be using, and interesting to note there is no QR code for these instructions for whatever reason. So yeah, I will just be using the front and back of the box, and should be easy enough. Also, I will open all the bags all in one shot, instead of doing it bag by bag, because I don't think that there's any building phases here. I'm just taking a quick look at the pieces offered in this set. I do notice some interesting pieces like this hubcap. This is used for the wheels, like you can put this on tires usually. Also related to cars, we have these steering wheels. So interesting to get them in the set. That's some nice part usage. The colors here look nice, the white and the pink and the green. So yeah, let's get started. As you can see, there's lots of these pins and these green pieces here that are going to be used for the stalks. I think it's useful to sort them to make assembling them a lot easier. Just got to make sure to align them properly in terms of the sprue marks so that it's always the same side, same direction. Yeah, so by sprue mark I mean this tiny little dot here where the plastic is injected, just to make it all consistent. Another thing you can do to make the building faster is to divide these green pieces into groups of 3 first. So basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and then attach them together. I don't know if the flowers are officially supposed to be all the same length, or you could vary them. I guess you could do that however you like, but this way you could just attach them all at once instead of having to alternate between the 3 stalks like I was doing. So that could help you build them even faster. Yeah, so these are all exactly the same height, although you could vary them as you so choose. They're pretty long, they go on for quite a while. They're taller than the box itself, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, now let's build the flowers. So one thing to keep in mind is that these pieces are not the same. So on the back side this has anti-studs and this one is smooth. So this is kind of like a reverse tile, if you will, or a tile with studs at the bottom, whichever way you look at it. So you could put this here and it will basically make your undersides, when you're building studs on top, look smooth. And here it's used to give the petals this nice smooth interior in both pink and white. That can be a little bit tricky to get these exactly fit together. You have to move them around a little bit depending on how you position them. That's something to keep in mind, but nevertheless the result looks stunning. Remember, this is all just built out of standard LEGO pieces. This one I'll try to position them more intentionally. Well, we cannot use the steering wheel here because then you would not be able to fold this up all the way, so we have to this one around, and actually let's do it perpendicular here this time. I feel like attaching them more vertically does help a little bit, just to get them all consistent or almost consistent. Then we can use the steering wheel handles for ones at the lower layer. That's really satisfying to click these into place. Really nice. Now the final challenge is putting this all together, putting them on the stems. Alright, now we are done with the build according to what is shown on the box. And here are the lotus flowers. I'll take a look at them in a bit more detail. I do have a bunch of pieces left over. I don't see any additional clips, so I don't know if these pieces are intended to clip here or are they just intended as extras or spares? That I don't know. You have to check the instructions for that, but I won't do that right here. So these flowers are pretty much life size. We got one closed flower, this one here. I'll start by looking at that. So the flower itself is a bit on the small side, the very, very tall stem. If you didn't know, you would probably not guess that this was a lotus flower, but just a more abstract flower. Like this could be a rose, this could be any one of a different number of things. But still gets the idea across that it is a Lego flower. It's a little bit boxy. I know it has like these curves, which is good, but there's still four sides to it, so it still looks blocky when looked at it from the top. But not bad overall. So pretty nice thing to get. And then we have two of these flowers, both in white and pink. They're built exactly the same. The only thing that's different is the color. And these ones are my favorites, personally. They just look really nice, especially with these inverted tiles. It's super smooth. The yellow inside, that looks really amazing. On the bottom, they don't look as good. Maybe some of these extra pieces they're used to make it look nicer from the bottom, but I don't know how those pieces would fit. I don't see them on the box here, so that I'm not too sure about. Like, potentially, could we add like this piece here? Well, I guess we could. It's not shown in the box, like I see the visible studs, but I guess this could be an option. Yeah, and then it would look a little bit nicer from the bottom. Yeah, that is an option if you so choose. Again, here's what the white one looks like from the bottom, but most of the time you're not going to be looking at them from this angle. You'll be looking at them from right above or standing upright, and yeah, they're so tall they go way out of frame. So I'll do something interesting. I'll put these flowers, so one thing you could do is put these flowers in a vase or vase, as some people like to say. So just take these, put them in a vase or vase, maybe on their own, or maybe with other flowers of the same type or of different types. There's so many different Lego botanical flowers that are on the market right now, so that is definitely one option. Another thing you can do is make a Lego garden. Just for the purposes of the rest of the video, I'm going to make these a bit shorter, just to demonstrate my point, because otherwise they'll go out of frame by a huge amount. Yeah, this is a lot easier to manage. These flowers right here, they don't need to have the same height necessarily. In fact, it can be quite charming if they're varying slightly in their heights. So one thing that we can do is take a piece like this. You don't need to have this exact piece, but just like any large Lego piece, or you could put multiple pieces together, like for example these Technic beams, put them together in some kind of configuration. And so what I'll do is I'll just add some, I'll put them here towards the back, you'll see why later. Yeah, we'll do, it doesn't have to be like all in a straight line, it can be a little bit haphazard, just like a real life garden. You could even put things at an angle, so that's pretty cool. And then we take these and just plug them in. Now here the angle might not be the best, and this color is orange because that's the color that I have lying around here in front of me, but yeah, it's kind of looks like a dead flower, so you'd want to have like a more gradual angle because this is too steep in my opinion. But still, it's an idea. Or you could actually, this one, you could plug it in from the side. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. So you have these flowers, and if we bring these down to minifigure scale, they actually appear like a giant forest. So I have here the mommy minifigure from the cozy house along with her child. So they look very cute together, celebrating Mother's Day in front of this very large forest of flowers. So that's pretty nice to see. You can create your own Lego scene with some of your own extra pieces, and of course you can add your own small standard Lego flowers to this thing as well. So yeah, here's a closer look at the minifigures. I already reviewed them in detail in the cozy house. Here's another look at them. And yeah, you could create with this set and with some extra pieces some really, really nice scenes. So yeah, I really appreciate this set. I think it's a good set to get for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or any special occasion. If you want to treat yourself or treat someone meaningful in your life, this is a good set to get. And you get all these green pieces here. You could build a forest with these things. Like I'll just plug a few in here. Yeah, it's pretty good to see. Yeah, like that. Pretty interesting. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning into Versatile Fun Designs, and I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy Mother's Day.